don't understand.
Shop to Drop was just the name of a trip. We sort of stumbled onto it a couple years ago where we had some extra money and we decided that we were going to take some orphans on a shopping spree. If you can imagine orphans never having new clothes, and never, even if they did, being able to pick them out themselves. I've seen kids in orphanages with shoes that are 2 sizes, 4 sizes too big. I've seen them wearing shoes that the toes right out of them because it's too small. And so we just decided with the extra money that's what we were going to do. And I saw the joy and the hope that it brought those children to be able to go with somebody from Canada that would take them into the market and take them shopping, and the difference that it made in their lives and the hope that it brought them in. And so that's where the idea for Shop to Drop. Shop to Drop is just a title that we put on it. It's one of the things, when you think about it, what do women love to do in North America? They love to go shopping. And so this is really a shopping trip with a purpose, where they'll go shopping, but they'll invest the resources and their resources and other people's resources in buying, helping orphans pick out their own brand new clothes. That's where, and then we top it off. If you can imagine, if that doesn't restore enough hope and enough dignity to them, the icing on the trip cake for me is to be able to put the fashion show together and treat these children like models in the runways of Paris. And so that's what we'll be doing on the Shop to Drop trip. The major part of it will be taking orphans to the market, helping them pick out clothes, letting them try the clothes on, taking them out for a nice lunch or a nice dinner, and doing that with them. Often I'm asked, why not just send the money? Why collect all the money, pay for somebody to go over? Why would I have people say, why would you spend $2,400 to raise it to go over? Why wouldn't you just send the money? Well, my first part of that experience is most people that ask that question never write me a check out for the $2,400. They're not going, and they don't write the check out. Matter of fact, I've never had anybody say, listen, I don't want to go and waste that money, but here's a check for $2,400 or for $2,900 or for $1,900 if you're going to Guatemala. I've never had that happen. I look forward to the day that happens. The beauty of going is we in North America or in Canada, we don't know what kind of difference it makes in the lives of these orphans or these children to actually have somebody from Canada come and or from North America come and spend some time with them. A great analogy would be if you had a 10-year-old son and he loved hockey, and he all of a sudden somebody showed up one day and brought him brand new hockey equipment. Maybe it didn't fit, but he just needed to be happy that he had new shin pads, new skates, and all those other kinds of things. There's a difference between that and actually taking that young boy to the actual sports store where he can actually pick out his own knee pads, his own shoulder pads, his own gloves. But let's go one step farther. What would mean more of a difference to that young man is if Wayne Gretzky actually came to his house, picked him up, took him to the hockey store, and helped him pick out the hockey equipment. Can you imagine what a difference that would make in that 10-year-old's life? The same thing happens when people from North America, ladies from Canada, go to places like these orphanages in Ukraine and in Central Asia and take these children on shopping sprees. You're watching this video going, I know Wayne Gretzky. Really? You can never tell these kids that. They think you're famous. They can't believe that somebody would come from Canada and take them shopping. That they could have a mom for a day or a dad for a day that would come and take them shopping. That's the difference that these trips make. That's why we have people go and not just send money. We need the money to be able to do the shopping sprees, but we just don't send the money and have it done. We love taking people because it makes a difference and instills and restores hope and dignity in these children's lives.
I fear, unless I make it all too clear, I need you so. Whoa.
One of the things that we do at PI that's very unique is we partner with people in different parts of the world that we trust with resources. They sort of have the same vision and direction that we have, and so that's we So it's never just a one-time shot with us. We don't ever just go in. We partner with somebody that's already doing something. They're in an orphanage, or we go and do something in an orphanage if it's a brand new place, and we'll leave workers behind to continue on the work and do all those kinds of things. We have people that visit. And so it's never just a one-time shot. And these kids, they don't find it disappointing that you're just there and then you leave. That's a North American mindset. What we endeavor to do is to bring them hope, restore dignity, and they'll remember that trip to the market for years. You know, some of you, maybe if not all of you watching this video, you can think back to your years, your early teen years, maybe 8, 9, 10. Some of those memories may not be good, but there's some of those memories that you remember, that something happened that made a significant difference in your life. I know that when I look back, there's a specific teacher that spent time with me when I was in grade school that made a difference in my life. There are other people that did things with me and memories that I have. That's what happens to these kids in an orphanage when all you've ever known is this orphanage and the walls around this orphanage. Maybe you only get out a few times a year from this orphanage. All of a sudden somebody comes and takes you. That's a memory that makes a difference in their lives for a lifetime. And that's what we're all about.
These broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. When we hear the voices sing,
In July,
the book
we're going to work
will open.
with at least one orphanage where we take all the children shopping. It's important that obviously you don't take half the kids shopping and then leave half there. The only reason that some of the children wouldn't be able to go shopping is if they were sick and in the hospital or whatever, and we would make sure that we left money there for them. But the whole purpose of what we're doing is to be able to make a difference in a complete orphanage, so that all the orphans in that orphanage are able to go on the shopping spree. They all participate in the fashion show. We just create that party atmosphere that overflows with hope and restores dignity, and the goal is to be able to do that with every child.
Baby, I think tonight
Do the shopping sprees, yes. We have an opportunity to do some other things, some other minor projects. And stuff that were there, whether it's painting, renovating a room, doing some other things. We'll likely do some activities and crafts with the kids. We'll spend that whole week not only taking the children from that orphanage on a shopping spree, but we will also be involved in other activities there and spend some more time at the orphanage than just picking up kids, taking them shopping and bringing them back. We'll be involved in other activities and hanging out at the orphanage at different times, getting to know the workers, getting to know the other children, and doing that. It's incredible to me, but sometimes I'm asked, what kind of difference does this make in the lives of these orphans? The people that ask those questions, they're good questions. It's a great question, but the people that usually ask that question have never done anything like this before. All it takes is you to see one smile on a kid's face. All it takes is one glimmer of hope that you see in their eyes, that for one day, even for a few hours, they feel special and that someone actually cares for them. And that it makes that kind of a difference. It's a significant difference that will change these children.
learn to fly, learn to live in love so free.